Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Pressures of life and it up. Now stay down, no my time pick it up. Now bother with it down, full style, strictly up full vibes. When the bills, them the rent and the mortgage due, yeah. When me chalice with your best friends are on, and it's only you. Wrap up a stick and Skankin Sweet. Everybody wanna feel like me. Forget the troubles and rock with me. Feel a reggae music sweet, yeah. Skankin Sweet. Everybody wanna feel like me. Forget your troubles and rock with me. You know, feel a reggae music sweet, yeah. Skankin Sweet. For every pain there's a melody. For every trouble there's a harmony that brings everything together. Make us sing together. And who said I in the heart? Everything got this struggle. Begging you help me, Lord. Then let me overcome my troubles. Skankin Sweet, no. Everybody wanna feel like me. Forget your troubles and rock with me. You know, feel a reggae music sweet, yeah. Skankin Sweet. Everybody wanna feel like me. Forget your troubles and rock with me. You know, feel a reggae music sweet, yeah. With Skankin till the morning comes. Until the day when my troubles are done. And the evening of Jaja, baby, everybody wanna feel like me. Forget your troubles and rock with me. You know, feel a reggae music sweet. Morning and skanking, everybody wanna feel like me. Forget your troubles and rock with me. You know, feel a reggae music sweet. Skankin Sweet. Everybody wanna feel like me. Forget your troubles and rock with me. Then I feel a reggae music sweet. Troubles and rock. Feel a reggae music sweet. over prison over rubber dub style. I grew up in a place called Skankin Sweet. Spanish Town groovy. Everybody nice. Chihuahua la 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 la, elder man. Spanish Town me born, that's where me come from. You're looking at me face, it's like a de la vegan. Circle Max and Gaza Anti-Federation. Roots and culture play for nice station. One talk if you want the land, not the nation. Every day is main town original. Neighbors we cut over Spanish Town hospital. So me mama name Nana Spanish Town original. Up on the Chronixx Spanish Town original. American name Peggy Spanish Town original. Them call her sticker cause she don't normal. We are dancing Chronixx and she feel martial. If I dance at school, we are the principal. We are the real microphone official. Give them a new style. Berlin in a me do this somewhere well physical. Up in my Chronixx microphone official. I read me Bible every day, somewhere well biblical. Murder sound guy every day, come sound critical. Original Chronixx representing from prison over Spanish Town, Jamaica. I grew up in a place called Las Vegas, Spanish Town, rocking over, breathing over there. I grew up in a place called some city, Spanish Town, everybody, so nice. Well then, uptown posse up the rock and come in. Downtown posse up the rock and come in. Tell Maxine, Paulette and Pauline. Tell them Papa Chronixx him riding on the scene. And my wallet like to bring out just like a siren. Bring a little bit, they come and lyrics them clean. No cigarette, no they are just strictly the clean. No alcohol, no they are strictly spurred. I may have to bring my woman cause a royal visit. Remember said the king of kings, don't crown with the queen. Oh, if you left me woman and a stroll with my skin. I make can't dance with no M16. Can't wind me to the pan of all 14. Well, I'm up in Papa Chronixx and a royal visit. Well then, I'm not sure anymore who's knocking on the Nottingham door. Knocking on the faces that I knew. They're all so sorry and blue. Well, I can see it in the sky. It is missing, I say more people gonna die. Well, enough man a cry, I miss enough mother cry. And enough brother cry, I miss sisters start cry. And me not together wipe the tears from them eye. And oh, gentle Jesus, so meek and so mild. And I wonder how mankind them getting so violent. Them flexing like them splice up with some reptile. And anyway, me come a rocket like a crocodile. Easy not to dread because you're original. Dance all don't you from 19. Easy! Well, they know I grew up in a place called in a De Vega, Spanish Town Rockin. Over prison, over empty. I grew up in a place called some city, Spanish Town groovy. Everybody nice. Oh, mercy, mercy. Las Vegas City. Right now for you. Right now for you. Oh, mercy, mercy me. Mercy, mercy me. Las Vegas City. Right now for you.
Chronixx live on Positive Vibrations right here on KEXP 90.3 FM.
KEXP 90.3.
Yes, sir.
Like we.
Thank you so much for stopping through the studio on this Seattle visit while you guys are on tour. I listen to your tunes and I hear so much of kind of early 80s Channel 1 output. Were those records an influence to you as you've matured in your songwriting and as you were penning this latest album, were those tunes an influence?
Well, I mean, look at it this way, right? I think this is the easiest way to look at it. Reggae music as a whole is probably the greatest influence if we are talking about my musical journey and what led me to be the artist that I am right now. I think reggae music as a whole, Jamaican music, not just reggae music alone, but Jamaican music, from all the cultural music, all the folk music out of Jamaica, leading up to the more modern recorded classics, of the late 60s to the late 80s. Yeah. And then everything else from there on, because we is the youths of Jamaica, so, it's only natural that we carry the roots forward into the present and the future, so, yeah.
So you take everything in the history of Jamaican music and you mix it all up, and then out comes
and it's not really me mixing it up, really. It's just me being born out of it. Mm-hmm. It's just us being born, our sound, our persona, our spirituality, our culture, as it is now, is naturally born out of what was and what is,
Do you think that growing up in Spanish Town has affected your music or your creativity in a way that would have sounded different had you grown up elsewhere in Jamaica?
Yeah, definitely, because Spanish, I say, it's just like anywhere else in the world. It affects your language. So even though, you speak English and Jamaican dialect, but it affects the way you speak. Like Spanish Town, we use words like hombre. That's how we refer to each other, like hombre. And, certain little words and certain little gestures and attitude, it's only found in Spanish Town, and that naturally comes out in the music that we make.
Did it also affect the music that you were hearing when you were a kid, like growing up? I mean, different tunes are going down in Spanish Town versus elsewhere, right?
Well, not significantly. In Spanish Town, I listen to a lot of everything. And, what I hear in the dance in Jamaica is basically the same in most places. What I hear in the parties and whatever. When you go to church, most churches sing the same music. And, most dance hall play the same music. So that now is you have Jamaican gospel music, Jamaican folk music, Jamaican reggae music, rocksteady, rubber dub, rockers, lovers rock. There's so many genres and subgenres that you'll hear in one party. And then you also hear in Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers and Whitney Houston in the same party. So, and you might hear Stamp by Kirk Franklin in the same party, and Grace Trillers. And so that's how parties are in Jamaica. And play everything, the multitude and the great wealth of Jamaican music. And then the other nice music from around the world, yeah.
As you guys have taken your music out across the planet, as you've been touring and playing on all the continents, what is the most surprising thing to you in terms of people's reception? Which venues, which places are kind of surprising you the most?
Well, it's never really a great surprise for me because, remember I've been dreaming about this. The only surprise is that your dreams really come true and everything that they told you about your dreams as a child, brushing them off as just like little things that you see is wrong, That's the only surprise I've seen because, for instance, a lot of these youths, I've known them for a while and, we imagine ourselves doing this thing from we are children. And now we are here, which is living proof that dreams are not just dreams as people would want them to seem. There are visions of where you could go, and if you follow them, you'll get there, So, reggae music is a global music, and it is a universal language. It is a language that every human on this planet can understand. I believe that. So, it's never really a surprise to see the reception.
because I know it's not just reception because Chronixx is here. It's reception because reggae music is here and Jamaican music is here. And here are some youth from a tiny island whose music is having a great impact on human life. So, it's only natural that people will, be excited about it.
Absolutely. And I'm excited to hear more music. So you guys want to slide into another one?
Black is beautiful, we're gonna.
Black skin, black queen, stand majestic with the black king. Today I'll sing you a black song. You need to hear about beautiful black things, cause most times we hear about black, we hear about black magic and black witches. Blacklist, black book, black market, Black Friday, spend off your black riches. I've never seen a doctor in black, nor seen a black pill for cure no black people. But I've seen bush doctors like Tash and Marley resurrect like a real black people. Malcolm, Marcus, Martin. When you see Walter Rodney, ask him. Oh, you not hear more, oh well I've been. So when the little offspring ask him, tell them they never told us that black is beautiful. They never told us that black is beauty. They never told us, oh no, that black is beautiful. They never told us. They never told us that black is beautiful. You a behave and a go on like you never spent 500 days on a farm. The same chain you are wear and a go on is another black life in Sierra Leone. Whoa. Find out Mama Earth got golden. Find out Mama Earth black stolen. Work hard just to get a black card. Same card when you swipe by back your black golden. Seen our faces long. This is not a racist song. This is a song for the children who was never told about where their race is from. Them never hear it in their favorite songs. Everybody come and say slavery's done. What I go on when the babies come and start read about things like Logan's Black Kemet and Kush, Black Kings, Black Senate and books. We teach about pyramids and put real significance to a physical looks. So every word when we sing black, in my world everything black. Black, white, white, black, right back. So don't be surprised if we say me keep black, cause they never told us that black is beautiful, no, no. They never told us black is beauty. They never told us, oh no, that black is beautiful, oh no, no, no. That they never told us that black is beautiful. They never told us. They never. Oh, they never. Oh, they never. Teacher is teaching the things that he teaches. I wonder who taught him to teach every day. I say that preacher is preaching. I wonder where did he get his degree. Now this is no mystery. Who taught us that mystery?
Chronixx live in the studio here at KEXP Seattle. You mentioned that you've known these guys in your band for most of your life.
Well, not most. Well, some of them. I knew Evans a long time.
Yeah.
For the majority of my life. And I know them for a while. I've known everybody here for more than 5 years.
But you were talking earlier about, making dreams come true and following those dreams. And I mean, those are words to live by, especially,
It's not really, dreams don't really come true like how people think them come true and whatever. And it's just, you see, it's just like you have this room, and if you want to record, you walk into this room. And if you want to relax, you go into the green room. That's how dreams are. You have a dream, you just have to walk into it. Like, if you want to sing, then sing every day. And continue to walk into being a singer, Like, if you have to choose between singing and something else, choose singing because that's what you want to be, you know. So it's just discipline and focus, you know, just discipline and focus. You know, if you want to drive to Seattle, don't drive to Oregon. Drive to Seattle, you know. And it's really, we make it a little complicated for ourselves because we create a lot of distraction for our own selves. Like education, for instance, as we experience it now, is a major distraction for many people because most people pursue things that they have to do based on their survival in society rather than doing what they really needed to do as a child growing up, you know, and hoping that after they leave school and after they create a solid security for themselves in society, they can now go and try to be a singer at age, however much, you know, and that is a major distraction for a lot of us. And our generation is now fighting to overcome being distracted from what we really wanted to do for so long, you know. And a lot of us find that, you know, our work in life is very much more important than our jobs because your job is really what you get paid to do, but then your work is your life work that only you can do it. You know what I mean? Think about it. You are the only one in the world can do what you need to do, you know, or else it's not really needed.
Yeah, I mean, I think about this a lot, and I think about the fact that, you know, the records you make will last forever, and the messages you sing will be there for future generations to come, right? So what is that most important message that needs to reach the youth? Is it that? Is it find the talent that is uniquely yours and pursue it at all costs? Because the fact of the matter is the thing that only you can do is the thing that you need to do.
Well, hear what? The main message in our music is Rastafari. Because everything else is just ideas and ideologies that comes out of human mind and their selfish ways of thinking. The thing with Rastafari, you know, Rastafari is what? Is a gateway towards self-realization, which is key because if you know who you are and you know what you are, then everything else happens by intuition. You intuitively know what to do, you know. So I'm not really here to give someone my manual, you know. We give them the way to discover their own manual because everybody is unique. And self-realization is what helps you to understand it, the uniqueness of yourself, your true self. Not just your body, not just your ethnicity, not just your language, not just your culture, but your true self, which sometimes will cause it to derive a little bit from your culture and your language. You might have to learn a new language to fully manifest your true self. You might have to live with a new family for a while. You might have to, you know, practice new spiritualities that weren't, you know, accepted in your tribe or in your home or in your family. So, you know, it's really for the youth them to understand themselves and to see themselves, really. Yeah. That's the real message, Rastafari. There's no greater or lesser message that we're trying to communicate.
We've got Chronixx live in the studio.
Yeah.
We've got time enough for one more.
Yeah.
We play another tune?
Yeah, man. I'll play the next tune. I'll play likes. Yeah. Do it for the love, we're not do it for the likes. Yeah. And not everybody I go like will still me ivory. Cause we no love life. Man in a dancer style. And not everybody I go like will still me ivory. Cause we no love like you know. Every time I buy, do it for the love and I do it for the lights. And then we do it for the love and I do it for the lights. And we make them know success don't come overnight. I make them know substance over hype. Do it for the love and I do it for the lights. You
Enough of them love likes, that don't right. See them on a post and a tweet all night. See them on social media type. One like say them they steal their advice. But me never put them up on no flight. And me never see them a live not all life. You won't be someone know you have so much light. Money still a lead one I think so. See me we not ready yet. We put the music first dance all. While we there on a bar and a hide. Work dance all. When you see me yes and I see guy. And every truth when we never right. And every show when we headline oh yeah. No we not do it for the life when we tell them. I feel the love we not do it for the lives. And then we do it for the love we not do it for the lives. Somebody tell you the boss and shut and quench them. Tell me tell them say you wanna buy a ding ding. Do it for the love we not do it for the lives. Them not like me, but we no response. Fly out and make them love it from a distance. Come home for 2 weeks vacation. And for them still stuck in the quicksand. And no be here as them and the big man. In a Jamaica, and them and the hit song. A gentleman, me hear a play a fiddler. Never hear them play never Kingston. That's it, me we not ready yet. Drop one like a you own dance hall. While we there on the bar and the hype. Take a control dance hall. Give me a beat and a mic. When you think I still with a bite. When I put a step up on the timeline. No, me not do it for the life. We tell them we do it for the love. We not do it for the life. Do it for the love. We not do it for the life. Everybody move their feet. Can you know we do everything? Can you know we do that? We know we do that. So, when we mix that tune and drop it like a bomb, me no wanna waste I critique my song. Me no wanna media guy interpret me wrong. Let me give me credits in a dancehall fashion. Big up Kalanzi and the one cable done. The Walla Party and the one ninja man. Big up the killer and the one being the man. King Yellow Man, Burrow, go to Boston. Early being and jealous in the dance. Major McGinnis is the diamond. None of them no bad like Marianne. Ladies are the around the woman. Big up ladies, because you are the man. Big up Nurse Man and him brother Papa Stan. Big up Gary Man and you don't know what you got done. Big up Chronixx, you what it all like a dance. Leave it, Tony and Dave Kelly. We did it all in a Rockin down. Share me the dance, I am Robbie. So collect the body and a banter, make drop that like it. The science and I know me ready. All of these cubs, I've been put up with them up. Got up some of them up, got up to me. Got up to me, them up, got up to me. Got up to me, them up, got up to me. Got up to me, them up, got up to me. Good.
Wicked. Chronixx live in the studios here at KEXP. You guys are continuing to travel across the US and Canada in support of Lauryn Hill and Nas, right?
Yeah.
And then you've got a Caribbean tour coming up kind of late autumn through the winter.
I don't understand the seasons really because but the seasons occur differently for us as African and Caribbean people.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. But in November and December.
In November and December, because we don't really have much winter in the Caribbean like that.
Okay.
And autumn and things like this more than we just know say sun is shining right through.
Yeah. Excellent. How can people keep up with all of your music? Chronixx.com, what's the URL? How do people follow along?
Man, ChronixxMusic.com.
Okay.
And everything is Chronixx Music, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of these.
All of this.
Chronixx
Excellent.
Music, CHRONIXX Music. At everything.
Wicked. Thanks again for being here. Thank you so much. Many thanks.
Yeah, respect.
It's 90.3 FM, KEXP,
Yeah.
Positive Vibrations.
Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?